Nation, I'm DJ Envy. Now this week on Breakfast Club Extra, our man Donnell Rawlings is in these streets and we go behind the scenes asking if marijuana should be legal everywhere. Pleasure P claims he never, ever is going to get married on lip service, and Yee answers your email questions, and Charlamagne debates who won the battle, Pusha T or Drake. And it all starts right now.
Donnell Rawlings, fourth member of the Breakfast Club. I'm asking the question. In Canada, marijuana is 100% legal. In California, it's legal. Should marijuana be legal everywhere?
Yes.
And why so?
Keep down crime.
Keep down crime?
Yes.
Toronto, marijuana is legal. LA is legal. Do you think marijuana should be legal in America, everywhere?
Yes.
And why do you say that?
Because I smoke marijuana.
Should it be legal?
Yes.
It definitely should be legal.
Why you sound and look like a police? Donnell Rawlings, I'm in the street asking the question, should marijuana be legal in every state?
Every last motherfucking state.
Do you eat? I mean, I didn't mean that. I mean, do you smoke? He was ready to answer that question. I know he want to get legal so he can do munching. So you prefer weed or alcohol?
Definitely.
You a smoker?
Yes.
What's your favorite strand?
Right now, it's green crack.
And what's the difference? What is green crack? Sativa?
It's a sativa.
Explain to all the people what's the difference.
So sativa is like an upper. Like you want to be wired, you know.
You want to be wired?
And the indica's in the couch. As in, you chilling. You ain't going nowhere. Stationary.
Pretty much what Snoop smokes all the time.
Correct.
We know indica is sativa. What would your strand be? Country boy.
Hybrid.
That would be the name of it? You ain't gonna sell
OG
nothing.
Kush.
OG, you so original, son. Nothing more than that? Crime. Old school as hell. Somebody really needs to stop smoking. Have you ever smoked a joint?
I've not, actually.
So why do you say it should be legal?
Because, one, freedom. For two, I've seen a lot less problems happen with marijuana than I have with alcohol or anything else that's legal.
Yeah, but you're always sober, so you see everything clearly.
I try to.
If you ran your own dispensary, what would be your favorite strand? What would be the name of it?
That's a whole lot.
As a hog?
Probably some cotton candy, some fruity and bitter.
Whoa, son. We in West Hollywood. You can't say something fruity, son. So if sativa's an upper, that might be close to crack, right?
Yeah, green crack. That's the one.
There is the answer. Donnell Rawlings, he likes green crack. Would you ever smoke a joint?
I would not.
What are your reasons of not smoking?
What they call straight edge. I've been for 18 years, so I don't
Yeah, and don't have a mustache is what you call straight edge, son. You straight edge, son. You wonder why they call him straight edge? How you gangster with a tattoo to say straight edge and you straight edge, son? You lying about something, son. You choke just at night, son. You choke them.
That's a funny story.
All right. You choke them. All right, cut the camera. Donnell Rawlings, in conclusion, I think it should be legal in every state. You never heard about a hit and run when anybody smoking weed. You never hear about mass shooting when somebody smoking weed. Only thing you hear is somebody chilling out, being creative, and sometimes they in the couch. Donnell Rawlings, in the streets, legalized everywhere.
I definitely think marijuana should be legal everywhere, and I also think that they should free everybody that they arrested for marijuana charges, because that's bullshit. They don't broke up hella families for that. So definitely legalize it. I think people will be more calm, because really it's a gift from God. You know, it's here to help us.
What's up, everybody? It's comedian TK Kirkland, and marijuana should be legal so we can get all the homies and the sisters out of jail and put them back on the streets. Salute.
Yes, I do believe it absolutely should be legal, because in the places where it is legal, the economy has boosted tremendously, and we could use that money elsewhere. Why not, right?
I do think marijuana should be legalized everywhere. I've only heard positive things with marijuana, so I definitely think it should be legalized. If you hear more positives than negatives, then we should do something about that.
Yes, marijuana should be legal everywhere. Why? Because, hey, liquor is legal everywhere, so why shouldn't marijuana be?
I think weed should be legalized in the country because there's a lot of good positive effects to it. It helps with cancer.
I believe that marijuana should be legalized because I feel like if everyone smoked weed, like there'd be less fights and crime. People just be chilling.
I think weed should be legal everywhere. I think it's beneficial for everybody. Everybody's making money. The government will make money off of it. So it's real beneficial. And plus, you can't tell nobody what to do with their body. So I don't see it to be a problem if people want to smoke weed. And they shouldn't get in trouble for it either.
What's up, It's Angela Yee from The Breakfast Club, and it's time for Breakfast Club Extra, where you ask me questions and I answer them. It's Ask Yee. HelpMeYee@gmail.com is the email. All right. Hi, Angela. I'm a fan of The Breakfast Club. Thank you. As well as a faithful listener of your Lip Service podcast. I'm in the process of launching mine. I want it to be successful and not get lost amongst the millions of podcasts out there. Please share any wisdom you could give me to accomplish this. Someday I'd love to have you and the ladies on my podcast. Well, let me tell you this. I know it's not easy when you first start a podcast, and I remember when I started mine, at first no one's going to know about it because it takes time for you to build up your audience, but I will say you have to be consistent. If your podcast is supposed to come out at a certain time every single week or every 2 weeks or however often you do it, make sure that you stick to that schedule. Make sure you're always building your audience so that the people who are listening feel included, they're part of the team, but hopefully every single time you put out the podcast, you're adding more listeners. So I just want to say that don't be impatient with the process. It takes more than just a few for you to actually get some type of recognition. Make sure you're always listening to it and trying to develop it and make it better. It's important for us to always take things to the next level, and if that means that you have to strategize and figure out what that next level is, you got to do the work.
One, the only reason we're having this conversation again is because Drake brought it up on the shop. Number two, Drake did engage. We acting like Drake didn't engage. Pusha gave him some bars on Daytona. Drake responded with Duppy Freestyle. And you know what happened after Duppy Freestyle?
What?
He gave Pusha a little shove, and Pusha punched him in his face, and Drake didn't realize Pusha hit that hard, and he was like, I don't want to fight no more. And you know, this is the main problem I got with Drake.
No, he fought in a different way. He just went out and put out the number one album.
He tapped out, and that's fine.
Went on tour. Listen. He tapped out. So. Listen, okay, fine. He tapped out.
He tapped out. Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, exactly. Khabib, and you know what? Khabib still hasn't got paid yet for the fight. Conor McGregor got $1 million whiskey empire under his belt. Who would you rather be?
Khabib.
Who would you rather be?
In that moment, Khabib.
No. Who would you rather be now?
Khabib.
See, I'd rather be Conor, and I'd rather be Drake. Because you could for real, think about it. Let's really think about who's really winning, because I don't know what tour Pusha's on.
We're talking about
what tour Pusha on.
No, once again we gotta talk about nuance and
Pusha's looking at IG comments.
We're talking
Drake is performing for Beyonce. Name the last show Beyonce came to in general.
Well, that means Hassan Minaj is funnier than you then.
Sure. So some people,
he sells out more shows.
Sure, yeah.
Because he's got a show on Netflix.
Yes.
So you think that just because you think numbers mean that somebody's funnier than you?
No. I'm not saying that Pusha is not actually, I think Drake's a better rapper than Pusha, but I'm not saying that Pusha didn't win that rap beef.
That's all that matters. That's all we're
Nobody's
talking about.
denying that. Who's denying that?
I move the goalposts and start talking about his shows and this and that. Let's talk about this in a vacuum, because what we're talking about is this rap beef. Pusha won that. Simple and plain.
Yeah, but who's ever said otherwise? Drake didn't even say otherwise. He admitted, I'm bowing out of this. I'm not going to do it. And what I'm saying is he did that because the bigger win is Scorpion. The bigger win is the tour with Migos. The bigger win is what's happening right now where LeBron James, the king of all entertainment, is on stage with you.
Drake bowed out because there's nothing else he could do. And that's what we need to acknowledge. Because I don't think that we've ever seen in a while. We haven't seen in a while.
That diss track going to come out. That diss track gonna come out, you're gonna see.
No, it's not. We haven't seen in a while a diss track that just shut somebody the up. Sometimes diss tracks do that. Sometimes throughout the history of hip hop, a diss track comes out that somebody just can't come from. Like you look at KRS-One came with The Bridge Is Over, The Bridge Is Over. Like it wasn't really nothing to do after that. You just had to take that L. Nas came with Ether. Jay tried to do something with Super Ugly, but it didn't work.
So now you believe that Ether's better?
No, I still believe Takeover was better, but Ether came after Takeover. Then Jay came with Super Ugly to try to reply to Ether,
right?
And it didn't land.
So it lost. So he lost.
Yeah, he lost.
Now you flip-flopping.
No, I'm not.
Yes, it is, because for years it was like, oh, Jay won this, Jay won this. Now you're saying no.
I think Takeover was a better
But he didn't reply, so he tapped out. So Jay tapped out.
Nah, he did reply. He replied with Super Ugly, but it didn't work. Nah.
So he lost.
He lost. Listen, I can still think Takeover is better and acknowledge the fact that Jay-Z lost that
battle. That's all I want.
100%. 100%.
I want the energy kept.
100%. I still think Takeover was the better record, but Jay lost. Like, I mean, you can't even argue that. Even if you like Takeover better, the streets say Jay lost.
We all say you got ethered. Nobody goes, you got Takeover. You got Super Ugly. You got ethered.
That's it. But once again, Drake tapped out, but that's fine. And then the thing I don't like about Drake is Drake, you're still Drake. Stop making all these excuses and trying to deflect. And Kanye said this about me. And
that was corny with Kanye.
It was lame. That's true. It's lame.
Kanye cornball.
If it's true, it's lame as
like super corny.
If it's true,
that's cornier than going to the house to me.
Listen, if it's
say what happened though for everybody who doesn't have HBO Go.
Play the clip, Taylor.
I was out there and I spent all my time pretty much working on his stuff. And again, I left Wyoming and I was like, okay, well, we left with Lift Yourself and like a pat on the back, so it's like, all right, it's all good. Well, I guess, yeah, sure, I'll try and make the most of this and hopefully he sends some other things through. By the way, I'm in Wyoming. I play on March 14th. I send him a picture of my son. Oh my God. I tell him I'm having trouble with my son's mother. We had a conversation. I shared my
Now what is Poopity Scoop?
That's what Kanye said on the record.
Now, Drake says that Poopity Scoop was a shot at him, like he was trying to break him. He was like,
he just said that out of all I think he said out of all the beats he listened to, Lift Yourself was the beat that he really liked, that he wanted to write to, and then Kanye put that out, basically saying nothing on the record. So Drake felt like he was trolling.
Right.
Oh yeah, Drake goes, Kanye sold me on this whole speech, like I'm in a great place, I'm making money, I'm a father, I want to be Quincy Jones and help you, but in order to do that, you got to be transparent with me and you got to play me your music and tell me when you're dropping. Then Drake goes on to talk about how he shared a picture of his son in the emotional song March 14th with Kanye around that time, and the rest, as it were, is history. That's from The Ringer.
Right. So basically he goes, he releases the Poopity Scoop joint, right? And what Drake says is, hey, this was him trying to break me emotionally. Like, I know you want to write to this, but I'm going to put this song out and it's just going to be trash. I'm going to say Poopity Scoop on it, right? So he goes, okay, I'm going to set myself aside. I'm out of here. Then he goes and then he goes and releases All Around Drake's date, which is June 15th.
But Drake pushed it back, though.
Maybe he did, but I guess the plan was...
He pushed it back because he pushed it back to my birthday. He did that for me. On June 29th. He dropped his album on his birthday.
That was when you guys were friends.
And put my name in his song, Sandra Rose.
Yeah, that's when you guys were buddies. When you guys
still, I have a problem with Drake.
Yeah, text him right now. See if you get read.
I don't know his number. But I don't have a problem with Drake. I just like to deal with the reality of situations. The reality of the situation is Pusha T won that battle. And if Kanye did that to Drake, that is lame as
won the war.
That's corny as hell. But there was no war to be won. Because the war to be won would have been against Pusha. Pusha's still out here doing his thing, selling records and fucking touring.
Where is he touring?
Pusha was just on tour. I think he might still be on tour. Pusha T did his own tour.
Right.
And then Drake's doing his thing. The moral of the story is this.
Would you compare Pusha's current success to Drake's?
Nah.
Of course not, right? So it's like the war was...
You guys all Pusha been in the game?
Have you ever seen that movie? No, I know, but have you seen that movie, Dunkirk? There's a movie, Christopher Nolan movie, Dunkirk, right? And it's a movie about a battle that was lost, right? The English lost this battle, right, at Dunkirk, right? And by losing it, they were able to win the war. This is Dunkirk. He took a strategic loss to maintain the war in one battle, to maintain the greater war, which is his career.
Listen,
Pusha would trade careers with Drake in a fucking nanosecond.
Maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Pusha been in the game 22 years.
This guy crazy, bro. This guy absolutely crazy.
Marriage is based on what? It's supposed to be like a commitment to God.
Union, yeah.
No, that's what it is. It's a commitment to God. That's what the ceremony is. It's a commitment to God.
For some, it's a commitment to each other. For some, it's so you can stay in the country. Yeah.
No, but
that's a commitment.
No, you're right, but I'm just saying, like,
to a green card.
That's why you do it in church. And the whole idea of it is okay. Right. All right. So now the ring part. What does the diamond ring come in at when it comes to God and what?
That's just a symbol of your love.
It's tradition. It's like Christmas. Why do you buy your kids toys at Christmas?
I don't think.
I feel like you don't have to have have it. It's just a symbol. Like some people
I'm
have
seeing
it, but don't.
I'm seeing it's like spending a lot of money on rings and things like that, and the marriage don't last 2-3 years because they ain't based off the right thing.
That's why they take the ring back.
Also, that's why by legally they can take the ring back.
And then
I thought you could keep the ring.
No,
it depends on when you gave it to them. If it was on Christmas or her birthday or Valentine's Day, a holiday, they get to keep it.
But legally, you can take the ring back if the marriage doesn't last.
First of all, if you got to take me to court for a motherfucking ring, sis, you can have that whole
I think that now that's like another tool for men to hide behind. I don't want to buy an expensive ring.
Oh, no. That's
it's like a new tool that they have now.
What if you got with a girl and she was like, I don't even need a ring or want a ring.
Right.
I just want you. What if she buys her own ring?
You know what? That'll be a different story.
What if she buys you a ring?
But you know what? But at the same time, let me tell you something. All right. Not only just that, but now, like, I feel like the government kind of controls your relationship because if you break up, they tell you what to do and what you can't do.
No, that's not true.
Does that got to do with love?
That's not true.
What does that have to do with love?
Divorce doesn't have to be expensive. If you mediate it, it could be cheap. If you guys can work it out amongst each other, it's only expensive when you have to get a lawyer.
See, the thing is like what I found is that people, when they get married, and I'm going to only speak from my perspective, right, because I'm a woman, and this is not negatively. It's like, so when you're a man, you live outside of all the expectation. You live outside of all of the godly expectations and say, hey, I'm only human, right? But then at the end of it all, when the woman's angry because you live this way, you want her now to be fair and live within the love and divorce within that love and not live in the anger, which is why the judges exist, because there's anger now. So she wants you to feel financially what she's felt emotionally. Angry. And now you guys are angry with her. But no one has even acknowledged, like, she would have never been that angry had you just been honest with who you really were from the beginning.
If you hadn't fucked up.
Right.
He know he gonna I don't know.
What does that have to do with anything? I don't know what they have to do with what I just said. And what I think that I shouldn't be married. Like, I don't really believe in just a lot of things just based off.
You could be with somebody forever and not get married, you think?
Yeah.
No, listen,
that's not fair to them.
How is it not?
I don't necessarily want to get married.
Some women want to get married. Say it was her dream to get married, but she'll stay with you because she loves you. You're never gonna marry her.
Listen, I don't want to be married, so you're not speaking to this person that even wants to be married. I'm just saying.
So Tara, you don't want to be married either?
I have no.
Oh look, we might have made a match. There we go. Right here on the lip service.
No, I'm not engaged.
I thought you was engaged.
Two?
I don't know. I just heard.
Peter Guns? Yeah. Apparently, I frightened a lot of people. No, but I'm not engaged, and I don't define my relationships upon marriage which is why, again, another lesson I've learned today. You know, like my ability to be open and outside the box is, you know, probably why we're in the situation. But I'm in the situation. But because that happened to me doesn't now say I don't want to go get married.
But what makes you not want to get married though? Because you say I don't want to get married.
I don't necessarily have to be.
But it's not that you don't.
There's no rule that say you should be married.
What I'm saying is,
some people have it made up in their mind. Like, I never want to get married. I never want to have kids. I want to have
kids. Every woman, like a lot of women, well, I'm not going to say every, but a lot of them, they like think that they're supposed to have kids.
No, I've met a lot of women that are like, I don't want to be a long-term girlfriend. I want to be married. And I don't feel that way is what I'm saying. Even after everything that's happened to me, I don't now say, well,
what happened to you?
Just a lot of
She was on Love It Hip Hop, you know.
I don't watch the
show. She went through a relationship.
Me either.
And she was with her man for a very long time, and then he ended up marrying someone else, Amina. And it just got very extremely messy.
Right.
He was going back and forth, lying to everybody. Living with her, married to her. Moved them in the same building.
In real life.
That never happened. Some stuff.
Real life or like storyline?
Y'all lived in my old building, one of y'all though. I don't know which one.
It wasn't me. I lived in Astoria the whole time.
What you doing on a date? What's up with you?
What am I doing? Oh, yes. I have a boyfriend.
You got a boyfriend?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have a boyfriend.
I never knew you had a boyfriend.
And I'm going to be real. Like,
your boyfriend is?
Oh, well, you don't know him. He's a regular guy.
Yeah?
Yeah. Very regular, normal life. Nobody that's on social media. So it's pretty, actually, I like it like that. And let's get back to your post, since we're talking about that.
Yo, you funny.
Since we're talking about
conversation and name Shay, and then he'll start asking you questions.
Look, hot seat, sir.
Now, you said this. Look, men get tired of dating broke, needy, uneducated females. Jesus Christ. Damn. I love my ladies, I really do. But some of y'all really need to stop living in a fantasy world and get your together.
What are you doing out here?
I agree.
truth.
I definitely agree.
You got dinner hoes, that's what I call them, because it's a lot of them in Miami.
They hungry.
They hungry, so they hustle different for either to be seen in the club with or to eat dinner. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And then outside of that, they hustling for bags and shoes and
surgeries
bags and surgeries. Like it's just ridiculous. Come
Have
on,
you
man.
bought bags for women?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
You got hustled?
I feel like I have. Yeah.
What's the best bag? I want to know.
Like
What's the most expensive bag you've bought? I want to know.
It don't matter.
Did you ask for it back like you would that ring?
Oh yeah, you the repo man.
No, I didn't.
You can't repo bags. No.
Repo ring. Some of these bags I hear are equally expensive than a ring.
People repo bag shoes.
I never said that I would repo a ring.
He didn't say that. He didn't say that.
Would you?
You've been putting words on my mouth.
He's not buying a ring at all, is what he's saying.
Okay.
He would buy a ring. I was going to say, Marcus Cooper, I don't believe you.
You don't?
I believe that she'll get married one day, and I cannot wait till that happens because we're going to play this back and talk about. Remember, he said he wasn't getting married. Look at him; he fell in love, and now he's married.
Good luck.
I want to be the head usher at that one.
No, I really believe him because you know what? I don't. A guest that we had before told us once a guy says what he wants and whatever he means it. Like he knows what he wants.
What they say.